Hi there, my name is Jonathan Spate. I am 26 and this is my story. So I grew up in a Christian home, both parents, and they taught me the Christian values and everything, but I kind of want to live my own life. I decided that, just before I die, I would, pray to Jesus, accept him, and then die, and then I'd get to go to heaven, as I thought. When I was 9 years old, there was a car accident that happened just outside my home. It was very nasty, car turned over and everything, but thankfully everyone survived. But it got me thinking, if I was in that accident and I did die, I would not be going to heaven. And the pastor that Sunday spoke on heaven and hell. And it got me thinking more. And that night at midnight, I asked my mom to make this happen. And I accepted Jesus Christ as my Savior then. But the story doesn't end there. Before I became a high schooler, I moved around the country 6 or 7 times. It was kind of very unstable in terms of where I belonged. And there was one move from Florida to Wisconsin, where I ended up going to high school. And that was the roughest one. A romantic interest, my friends that I spent many years with, were all gone. No contact with them. And after that happened, I basically gave God and my family the middle finger and decided to live my own life. And that's where it began. I grew deeply, deeply depressed, unsure of what I was doing, where I was going, and what purpose there was in life, trying to fill it with friends, with addictions, and honestly, just self-fulfillment. And the hole kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And around junior year of high school, I started to attempt to kill myself. I attempted once, failed. Attempted a couple times and failed. And then back in 2021, while I was in college, I did it one more time. It was midnight, May 1st, the day after my birthday, and I took my car out into the middle of the country where no one could find me. And I took my car, took it to 80 miles per hour, and then I let go of the wheel and let whatever happens, happens. And thank God, I spun out, but I did not crash and somehow stayed on the road. And in that moment, I just wept and I cried to God and asked, where are you and what do you want me to do? And God, in that moment, called out to me. And he said, do not end your chapter right now, for you have a story yet to tell. And that stuck with me. And from then on, I never thought or attempted suicide ever again. And my depression got so much better. God took me on another move, but this time to Virginia, where I went to Liberty University and finished there, studying film, so I could tell stories like mine. And today, I am so, so thankful that I did not die, that I did not take my own life, because the joys that I have found, not only in life, but also with him, are indescribable. And so what I offer for you guys who are listening to my story is that there is hope and there is goodness in this life. But this world is very, very dark, and it is darkest when you do not know Jesus. In fact, it is impossible to fully see the hope and goodness of life without him. And so if you are feeling that darkness right now, turn to him, because he is our hope and our salvation. And I actually do have a verse that I wanted to share with y'all. It is in Hebrews chapter 6, verses 19 and 20. It says, we have this as a sure and steadfast anchor of the soul, a hope that enters into the inner place behind the curtain, where Jesus has gone as a forerunner on our behalf, having become a high priest forever after the order of Melchizedek. We do have a hope in Jesus, and he has already gone before us. So all we have to do is follow.